I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
This is Omar Ahmed for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast and Aspinalls in Mayfair. Thank you very much to Francis Warren for the lunch down here today. Enjoy that, Moses?
Yeah, food was good. I'm enjoying my time.
Only a few days away from fighting up for yourself, live on BT Sport, of course, on the Joyce Zhang undercard. So, yeah, looking to go 3-0 in emphatic fashion, I'm guessing, on Saturday. But hopefully a little bit of a longer run out for you than last time, eh, Moses?
Yeah, of course. Like I said multiple times, it's like I can only beat who's in front of me. I can't, obviously, I can't help that my opponents go down over the first punch. So, like, hopefully I'll go maybe into the second or third round, but I'm not looking to go the distance.
Yeah, of course, you've had two perfect outings, if you like, so far. I'm guessing you're putting the rounds in the gym during sparring, obviously in training as well, and that's really where the real work's getting done, Moses.
Yeah, of course. Like this camp, I've done a bit of sparring with Joyce, Jamie. I don't actually know his surname, but
TKV.
Yeah, I had a German guy that I employed from obviously Germany, and yeah, it's good rounds. Like I said, I get a bit annoyed with my fights because I spar all these sparring, I do all these rounds or whatnot, and then my fights are 30 seconds. So obviously, I know it's annoying for the fans as well, but it's more annoying for me as well because obviously I put all this work in for a minute.
Yeah, of course, you've put in the work, and we've heard, so much about you in terms of the talent that you are and what holds in the future for yourself in terms of, winning multiple belts, looking to become undisputed heavyweight world champion. And we're only seeing 20, 30 seconds for you at this point in a professional ring. But we have got to realise you've just gone 2-0, and the matchmaking will, of course, increase, of course.
Yeah, of course. Like, obviously, I don't know what people expected, like me to turn over and box Tyson Fury straight away or something like that. But yeah, like I said, it's what I need. I needed that transition from amateur to pro, the styles or whatnot. So yeah, I feel like I'm getting these mini step ups, and yeah, soon I'll be knocking for world title shots or whatnot.
Yeah, we hope so. And it's not like you're having 2 or 3 fights this year. As you've said, your manager Francis said, and your promoter Frank Warren said, you're looking for 8 fights this year still. So we're going to see you out regularly, and you're back out this Saturday night. More of the same, you believe, this Saturday night?
Yeah, of course. Like I said, I want to be there maybe in the second or third round, but I don't want to. Hopefully, I don't find hear the last bell. Sorry.
Of course, yeah. And a big opportunity as well to showcase your skill set to the country. It's a big card, Joyce v Zhang, and you're going to have a good TV slot from what I hear. So a chance to shine on television this Saturday.
Do you know what it is? You can't really show your skill against people like the people I'm boxing, because if they're not posing a threat or whatnot, you can't really show your skill. So maybe their skills will be shown more like when my fights do step up. But yeah, I'll just go put on a statement or whatnot.
I think I should have phrased that differently. You just said statement. Yeah, not your skill set, but a big chance for people who might not know your name at this point, more casual fans, to say, oh, who's this guy?
Yeah, of course. Like, obviously, they know from my last 2 performances that I'm known to go not too long. But yeah, hopefully I at least see the second round or whatnot. But yeah, like I said, I don't want to be in the ring for too long.
Talk to me about your sparring with Joyce. Obviously, he's in a big fight this Saturday night against Zhang. You sparred him a couple of times recently, Friday and Monday, you said?
Yeah, I sparred him last Friday, last Monday. Yeah, it was good rounds. He, yeah, I reckon Joyce, late stoppage or points, but I believe he might get him on the points.
We was having that conversation at lunch, and apart from really Tyson Fury, you've been in there with all the top guys, and we were having a conversation about some of your spars with Joyce and what makes him slightly different. So tell the people, what is it actually like to spar Joyce?
Yeah, he's relentless from literally round 1, just threw 100 punches all the way to the last round. He he's relentless. He's got a good work rate and he's durable as well.
I've spoken to him about you as well, and you know, you're coming in maybe 16, 17 years old, sparring him straight after school, and he speaks very highly of you as well. I know you're not going to go too much into sparring, etc., because fighters don't do that and shouldn't do that, but he's got respect for you, so I think that says a lot about the spars that you've had, especially at a young age for yourself, going back a couple of years.
Yeah, of course. I've been sparring him since, like you said, 16 years old. I used to finish school and then go straight to Joyce's gym. But it's good because iron sharpens iron, doesn't it?
Absolutely. In terms of yourself as well, just to strip it back a bit, we were talking about, you know, your sporting background, and you were doing a bit of rugby, a bit of football. You found boxing at 9 years old. What was it about boxing that took you forward in that journey compared to other sports?
Yeah, boxing, it kind of was always like, when I first started out at St. Mary's ABC, it was literally, I went there for a laugh, for a crack. Like, it was, I like going down with seeing the boys down there, and then obviously just started getting good at it, and then now I'm here.
You certainly, yeah, it is. Life is crazy, and you're on this journey, and you're still gunning for Mike Tyson's record, Moses.
Yeah, of course. It's a record I want to achieve, but it's not my main goal. Obviously, that Mike Tyson record ain't gonna be beat if I don't win my next fight. So I'm always thinking about my next fight, and then if I keep winning my next fights, my next couple fights or whatnot, once I get to the 19, 20 mark, then obviously we'll see if that Mike Tyson record is actually in picture or not.
We know the levels you have operated at as an amateur. We know the levels you're going to operate at as a professional. Is the traditional route important to you? Does it, you know, the English, British, Commonwealth? Nah, not at all?
Nah, I'm not bothered. As long as I get to that world title, I'm not really bothered what route I take.
So that's the main aim, the World Championship.
Of course.
And realistically, by the time, you know, your likes of Tyson Fury, your Deontay Wilders, your Joyces, even because he's 37, have gone, your Usyks as well, who do you think is going to be in that mix? You've got yourself, Jared Anderson, who just boxed on the weekend, who looked very impressive again. Do you think that's realistically a future fight for a world title, maybe even a unification, you and Jared Anderson?
Yeah, of course. Like, I rate what he's doing in America. Obviously I mentioned it before. He's one of the only few heavyweights that I do rate, like, out here. Jared Anderson. I even think Jalalov as well, because obviously he's old, but he's not too old. So I do believe when I'm up there, he'll be there as well.
You said the few heavyweights that you do rate out here. We've mentioned Jared Anderson and Jalalov. Anyone else spring to mind, or is it literally just them two in that crop?
Yeah, Jamie, TKV. Yeah, he's got very good hand speed, and then the rest of them, I'll probably say they're abroad or already are at the top.
Okay. Well, just to pick your brains on things currently, and I know these are probably fights that aren't going to happen for yourself, because as I said, a lot of the top heavyweights are probably going to move out the sport within a couple of years, if not next year. We had the collapse of Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. Hopefully we do still see that fight potentially at the end of this year. Who would have won that for you?
I believe Fury would have probably won that. I either would have been late stoppage or points. But yeah, I couldn't see Usyk winning that fight.
Okay. He's looking to fight Daniel Dubois, obviously in a mandatory defence. Give Daniel a bit much of a chance in that fight. What are you saying?
His power. Daniel Dubois is very strong, so I'll give him the power. He's got a puncher's chance, but I think Usyk will outbox him.
Just out of interest, what was it like sparring Daniel Dubois when you have done as well?
You know what? He's got underrated speed. He's got a good jab, and he's quite fit. Like I've done the first 6 rounds, and then the rest of the sparring partners done from 6 to 12, and he didn't gas. So I'd say he's got a good engine on him as well.
What did you make of Anthony Joshua's recent fight with Jermaine Franklin? And how would you assess him in the current crop with your top guys like your Furies, your Wilders, your Joyces, etc.?
I thought like he's obviously you can tell that he's gone back to the basics, and you can't knock him for that. Obviously he had a bit of change up in styles, and yeah, you can tell he's gone back to the basics and learning the fundamentals or relearning the fundamentals, and yeah, I think everyone's knocking his performance with Jermaine Franklin, but I think he boxed well. I think he boxed alright. He didn't look the best, but I think he's working on something, which is the main thing.
Okay, well, listen, Moses, great to speak to you here in Mayfair. Aspinalls, thanks again to Francis Warren, your manager, for sorting today out. Look forward to your third fight this Saturday night, live on BT Sport, the Copperbox Arena. Just a final message to the fans. I'm sure they've seen your first two fights and they're fully on the Moses Itauma hype train, but if they're not on it yet, why should we get on board for this journey? Because I'm sure it's going to be an exciting one right to the top.
Like I said, fireworks. I always say it, fireworks.
Well, let's hope we see some fireworks this Saturday night. Moses, appreciate your time. We'll speak after the fight on Saturday.
Thank you.
Because I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day,